Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. So what's going on in the UK right now? Well, brace yourselves because the political scene is getting pretty intense. The British Prime Minister Keir Starmer is reportedly considering introducing digital ID cards for all citizens as part of a larger strategy to tackle illegal immigration. Now that's a big deal, and it's got me thinking about the implications of such a move. Let's dive into the details and explore what this could mean for the UK and its citizens. So the plan is aimed at combating illegal migrants working in the black economy. The government is facing a lot of public backlash over the surge in channel migrants and the overcrowding in asylum hotels, as well as concerns about benefit fraud. It seems like this is a response to the growing frustration among the public. The idea of digital ID cards isn't new, though. Senior Labour figures, including former Prime Minister Tony Blair and former Home Secretary David Blunkett, have long advocated for compulsory ID cards. So this isn't just a sudden idea. It's been in the works for some time. The think tank Labour Together has also endorsed the proposal, suggesting that a digital ID system called the BritCard could streamline government services and improve identity verification for right-to-rent and right-to-work checks. Right? If this system were to be implemented, it would automatically verify a person's right to work against government records and cross-reference identity information with company tax records to identify firms with unverified workers. That could help in cracking down on employers who hire undocumented workers, which is a big issue in the UK right now, and the annual administration cost is between £5 million and £10 million. That seems relatively affordable compared to other large-scale government projects. However, the plan is not without its challenges. The opposition Conservatives are arguing that digital ID cards wouldn't stop illegal migration and could infringe on civil liberties. They're worried about the potential for abuse of personal data and the erosion of privacy rights. Critics like Jasleen Chagar of Big Brother Watch are also warning that the system could force citizens to surrender their privacy and push unauthorized migrants further into the shadows. That's a valid concern, and it's important to consider the balance between security and individual freedoms, which critics claim has allowed a black market and jobs to flourish, making the UK attractive to illegal migrants. It's a bit of a paradox because the absence of an ID system is supposed to protect privacy, but it's also creating vulnerabilities in the labor market. The government is now looking to expand the existing e-visa system with digital ID technology. That's an interesting approach because it could help in tracking migrant entry and exit, but it's also raising questions about how this data will be used and who will have access to it. That's a significant improvement. However, the same technology that streamlined services could also be used for surveillance, which is where the concerns about civil liberties come in. It's a double-edged sword, and the government will need to ensure that the system is transparent and that there are strict safeguards in place to protect personal data. There's always the risk that this data could be exploited, either by the government itself or by third parties. There's a history of data breaches and misuse of personal information, which makes this a legitimate concern. The government will need to address these fears head-on and provide clear assurances that the data will be protected and used only for the purposes outlined in the proposal. Supporters of the BritCard argue that a national ID system could enhance security and make it easier to verify the identity of individuals in various contexts. This could be particularly useful in preventing identity theft and fraud, which are significant issues in the UK. The ability to verify someone's identity quickly and efficiently could have far-reaching benefits, from reducing crime to improving the efficiency of government services. The challenge lies in implementing such a system without compromising individual privacy. It's a delicate balance that the government will need to navigate carefully. The opposition's concerns are not unfounded, and the government will need to demonstrate that it can create a system that is both effective and respectful of civil liberties. This will likely involve extensive consultation with experts, civil society organizations, and the public to ensure that the system is designed with these considerations in mind. Or will there be exceptions? This is a crucial point because the mandatory nature of the system could be seen as an overreach by the government. It's important to have clear guidelines on who is required to obtain a digital ID and under what circumstances. This will be a key factor in determining the public's acceptance of the proposal. The government will need to invest in the necessary infrastructure and technology to support the digital ID system. This includes not only the development of the system itself, but also the training of personnel who will be responsible for managing and maintaining it. There will also be a need for public education campaigns to inform citizens about the benefits and potential risks of the system. And it's worth looking at their experiences to see what worked and what didn't. For example, some countries have successfully rolled out digital ID systems that are both secure and user-friendly, while others have faced significant challenges in terms of public trust and data security. The UK can learn from these experiences to avoid common pitfalls and ensure that its own system is robust and effective. The proposal for digital ID cards in the UK is a complex and multifaceted issue that touches on a wide range of concerns, from security and efficiency to privacy and civil liberties. While the potential benefits are significant, the challenges cannot be ignored. The government will need to carefully consider the implications of this proposal and ensure that it is implemented in a way that is transparent, secure, and respectful of individual rights. It's a big step for the UK, and it will be interesting to see how this unfolds in the coming months. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more updates on this and other important news stories.